Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you for that gay club music. That is amazing. That is great. Well, that guy's having chicken piccata or something. Yeah, just hit that. That's perfect. How's it going, everybody? Yeah. How about it, man? One more time for your host, Mr. Dan Bublitz. Working hard for you. I like Dan Bublitz. He's a good dude. I like him because he's the only guy I know that like he looks like his last name. You know what I mean? Like if you had to picture a Bublitz, you're like, I think that might be it. I think that's what a Bublitz might be. I want to put him on my lawn or something. Oh, you got the new Bublitz, I see. Yeah. This is great. San Diego Comedy Festival, giving away some money. Huh? The winner gets $2,000. Second place gets $1,000. Third place gets $500. $3,500. I'm looking around. I don't think they got it. I don't think this. This place doesn't make $3,500 in a month. Are you serious? Here you go, you won. Just hold this check until next year's festival. Let's try it. Can you do that? This is fun. Still gonna fight for it, though. I didn't do too much to get ready. I just read news on Yahoo, because that's what I do. Just get my news on Yahoo. I like reading about that guy Kim Jong-un. There's another guy, Kim Jong-un. He's the dictator of North Korea. We're supposed to be scared of that guy because he's evil. He's evil. We should be scared of him. But it's hard because he's fucking adorable. Have you seen that guy? He's chubby and Asian. Are you shitting me? That's adorable. Chubby and with a crew cut? He's chubby and Asian with a crew cut? Are you shitting me? That's adorable. Wearing military clothes like he got into Daddy's closet playing dress-up? Are you shitting me? With his chubby cheeks, I just want to grab his cheeks like, are you a dictator? That's adorable. You're a big bad dictator. Oh. It's hard to be afraid. It is. But you should fear the man, because he's evil. He is. He just killed his own uncle. He just publicly executed his own uncle because he thought his uncle was trying to cause an uprising and take over. That's insane. That's crazy. To anybody that doesn't remember The Lion King. That's what that whole movie was about. And you know, he saw it. He's a 90s kid. He loved the 90s. He just had Dennis Rodman over for brunch or something. Like, you know, he saw it. You know, he watched The Lion King. You know, he related to it. He's like, oh, I'm Simba. You know, he thought he was Simba. I'm sure when he was born, they held him out there like, one day this will all be yours. He's like, oh, yeah. Except they said it in Korean or something, so like, you know, ching, chang, chang, you know, Gangnam Style, something. Like, this will all be yours. They put the jam on his forehead and it was official. Then he grows up, he's like, my dad's awesome, then his dad dies, he's like, I'm next. That's when he sees his uncle over there. Look at him, like, oh shit, Scar. I gotta snuff that guy out. Otherwise I'm gonna have to hang out with like a warthog and a prairie dog. AKA the South Koreans. Alright? What's that? One! I own a cat. I don't know if that's obvious. I adopted my cat. I think that's important to go adopt animals. If you want to get an animal, go adopt it. They're out there. They're cheaper. Go do it. But if you do it, don't forget who the hero is, you know? Don't forget to take some credit for yourself, you know? Don't forget who the hero is. Because I've been seeing these bumper stickers, I don't know if you've seen them, they're in the shape of a paw print. And on the inside they say, "Who rescued who?" Who rescued who? As if to imply the animal rescued you. Every time I see that, I want to run them off the road. I don't want to hurt them, I don't want to kill them, I just want to stop and go, "You did. You rescued that animal." Because that's the only way that works. That's the only way that can happen. You rescued that animal. The only way that could work the other way is if you were on death row. Just sitting there waiting to die. Just sitting there, just like... And then one day out of the blue, a little cat came down and saw you and went, "Meow." Meow, yeah. You gonna take the meow or the meow? It's the only way that can work. It's the only way that can happen. I don't have a lot of money. I don't know if that's obvious. I got a girlfriend, though. She doesn't have any money either, so that's good. We mesh on that. But my girlfriend has an aunt that's a millionaire. She's a multi-millionaire. I don't know how many millions, but plural. Lots of them. She just bought a mansion in La Jolla. A mansion out there, yeah, I know. That she's not even going to live in for 5 to 10 years. Because she has this mansion in Palm Springs that she lives in. She just bought this mansion for later. Just for another time. Not now, just later. That's hard to relate to. I have to have dinner with this woman a handful of times a year. I have to relate to her. That's hard to relate to, someone that just buys mansions for later. That's hard. I can kind of relate to it a little bit, because sometimes I go to Subway, and I get a foot-long sandwich, and I eat half right, and I save the other half for later. For another time. Not now. Love my lady. She just recently suckered me into watching that movie, The Notebook, which was upsetting. I don't know if you guys have seen it. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's a beautiful movie, it is. It's just not real life, you know. That's not how real life is. It's a beautiful story about a beautiful man and a beautiful woman having a beautiful relationship that would never happen in real life ever. It's completely made up, and it sucks because women watch this movie and they go, "Oh my God, he's so sweet and handsome and nice." And then you turn and you look at your piece of shit boyfriend and you're like, "Why aren't you more like this guy that's never existed in the history of ever? Why aren't you like that? Because that guy's not real. That story is not real." Like, remember that they did a rowboat scene, went out in a rowboat, beautiful day, she's dressed to the nines, it starts to rain. And she goes, "Oh no, rain." And then she starts laughing like a maniac, just and then made sweet love on the beach. And I was looking at that situation, looking at my girlfriend, going, "That is not how that would go down." If that was my lady, I took her out on a rowboat date, she's dressed to the nines, it starts to rain, she'd be like, oh, fuck you, are you serious? Are you serious right now? You idiot! Just cuss, and I'd be yelling back at her, go, "Oh yeah, you say I'm boring, you say I'm not adventurous, well this is adventure. Now grab an oar, you soggy bitch, we gotta get back to shore." Hey guys, it's my time, my name is Zoltan, thank you very much. One more time for Mike and Rui. Make it loud for them. Yeah. We're here. We're here. You might recognize Mike from my podcast if you listen to my or watch my podcast. All right, nobody watches my podcast. He's on there. People watch, all right? Not you guys, but others. It's been great. We went out. Oh, man, we were out till 5 in the morning last night. We were doing it, and I know that's the response, because you guys clap it up if you're from out of town. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's a small amount. Everyone else is locals. You guys are like, we were in bed by 11 last night.
And that's what you do because you live here. I understand that, but I'm not from here, so we come in, and we weren't planning to be out that late. It was just we were at the Golden Nugget at $15 minimum blackjack table, and my wife's like, it's 4 a.m, and I'm like, is it? And then Mike was getting kicked out of the table because he got into an argument with some redneck from Virginia, and I'm like, this does feel like 4 a.m. I feel like this doesn't happen at 11. This is a 4 a.m. occurrence. Oh man, it was so. I love Old Vegas. That's what I like. I like the Strip for the restaurants and the sure, whatever. But for the gambling, take me to that Hunter S. Thompson novel of Old Vegas. I was sitting at a blackjack table with a Spirit flight attendant. Yeah. And when she sat down, she's like, I'm a flight attendant. I'm like, I'm going to guess Spirit. And just from the attitude of it, you know? She thought she knew where everyone was from just because she was a flight attendant, which is such a weird energy. You know, I'm a flight attendant. I know where everyone's from. It's like, really? From spending about 9 hours in every city and then quickly getting on another flight and leaving? Yeah, I got a real touch for the city. I go in and I take a nap at a Hampton Inn and then I get the hell out of there. That'd be like me saying, you know, I really get how airplanes work just because I'm in there for a while. And I fall asleep. I think I get it, dude. Let me tell you what's wrong with the Boeings. We'll break it down right now. They're using steel rivets, and they really should be using rubber concrete. I don't know, but she was saying it with so much confidence, you know? And she gambled so much money. So we watched her lose $1,300. Yeah, and they looked important to her. Like, they look like mortgage payments, and she's like, damn it! And I was over there. We were losing too, but not that much. And I was giggling, you know. I was just like, this is so fun. And she just gave me the stink eye because I hit when I wasn't supposed to hit or something. They get so mad at that. I'm like, hit. And she's like, what the hell? And I'm like, I have 12. And she's like, we're all playing together. I'm not looking at 5 people's cards. Like, what do you think this is, a movie? Like we planned it in our rooms. This is gonna be a heist. We're gonna go in there and count cards or something. No, I'm gonna stand there and get free drinks and guzzle these Michelob Ultras, and then I'm gonna look glazy-eyed at my cards and then look at the dealer and go. That's why they do the hand signals, because they know you're gonna get drunk enough to where the words won't mean anything. That's why they had to invent that. Because they're not going to cut anybody off. They'll just be like, yeah, we'll keep taking your money if that's what you want. Had a great time, man. It was so fun. It was energetic. And then today, just hung over. I didn't do anything. We just stared. We're at the Circa. That's the hotel we're staying at, which that's the one with a big dumb pool. And they got a giant pool and a big TV in the pool area. It's the most white trash pool I've ever seen. It's just that whole hotel looks like someone from the trailer park won the lotto, and they're like, I want a big pool and a big TV, bigger, and no kids are allowed. There's already no kids allowed at no, but make it a rule. That's gonna be. Just me in the pool watching them, and I'm gonna sit and watch and pee and drink and gamble, and I'll never have to leave. It's all of my dreams. And it's so distracting because like we have a room with a pool view and the TV's right there, and then my wife and I are just in bed and we're talking, but there's just a TV. And she's like, "Are you listening?" I'm like, "Yeah." It's just there's like 9 games going on that thing. Like, I'm making fun of it, but I'm also attracted to it. You know what I mean? I grew up in the trailer park. Like, I'm making fun of it, but there's a big part of me that's like, hell yeah, dude. I'm making fun, but don't get it wrong. That's me completely. It's so good because the weather hasn't been good. The weather hasn't been good, and people are still out there in the pool. Not a lot of them, but they're just begrudgingly in there. You know, it's like they're not ruining our vacation. And the worst part is, while someone's in the pool, there has to be lifeguards there. So there's lifeguards wrapped in beach towels, watching one angry guy going, "It's not raining. It's not raining. I'm from Iowa. I'll show you some rain. That's some real rain. It's not raining. This isn't rain. It's sleet. That's what they do." It's so funny because I think the pool's only like 3 feet deep. Man, it's not a big pool. And there's like legitimate lifeguards. They got the big dumb floating things, and they're all just waiting for some guy to draw. Then they got to roll up their sweatpants and shimmy over. Are you okay now? The word hero gets thrown around too much these days, but those guys are heroes. They gotta... I don't know if you ever gotten the cuffs of your sweatpants wet, but that'll ruin your day, you know? It's like a sponge down there. That'll wreck your day. So yeah, we were at the Circa. Came in on Thursday, flew in. One of the wheels broke on my luggage, which is like the worst thing that could ever happen, isn't it? You check a bag, and then you gotta go pick it up, and there's just a wheel gone. And it looks so... It could be a nice piece of luggage, and one wheel breaks, and you're like, we look homeless. That's what this looks like. Even when you get into the cab, they're like, take us to the Circa. And you're like, the shelter? Is that what you said? And you're like, no, we have reservations. But yeah, we had a wonderful time. Got to go to a show. That was awesome. We went to go see the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil over at the Mandalay Bay. Went over to that. We sat too close. I didn't know you could do that. Because we looked, and my wife was like, we could sit second row, just a little off to the side, and it's cheaper than sitting in the back. And I'm like, what a bunch of idiots. Let's get up there. I want front row tickets to the Cirque du Soleil. And we got up there, and as soon as it started, we're like, we are in the show. We're in the show. It was terrifying. It's just like they have the smoke machine. We're in the smoke. We're like, damn it. There's ninjas flying out of the air. We're like, it was like a bad dream. It was like I was having a bad dream where in my dream I'm in a musical, but I missed all the rehearsals. And now we're just on stage like, I don't... Why were these cheaper? It was so far away. But it was fun, man. Those people are talented. They just keep flipping. Those Cirque... Where do you even train for that? Like, where do they just come from Scandinavia or something? Like, where do they come from? You're like, what? That was the dream? You're like, I wanted to be a flipper. My mom took me to a trampoline park, and it's been my dream, and now I'm in Cirque. They're so good. They're amazing. We even went to the Late Show, and we were so close, I got to see the dancers' faces. And I was interested, because I'm like way in the back, I can't see their face, but I can see their face. And I was really interested in seeing, it's their late show. I was interested to see if they're really into the show. You know, because most of you might not be performers, but I have 2 shows tonight, and this is the one I like. Like, this is... This is the one I want to do. The next one's the one I gotta do. All right? Like, they don't let me just do one. They're like, you do 2? And I'm like, all right, I guess. But this one, I'm like, hey, last night, Vegas, flight attendant, so much fun. And then next show, I'll be like, yeah, all right, you know? Like, I'll be into it. They're going to have a good time, but I'm not going to be as into it as this one, you know? Because this one feels fresh. The next one's going to feel like a lie, you know? Like, have you ever been to a dinner party where you've told the story to the same people twice? That's what doing a second show feels like as a comedian. Like, I gotta be like, I'm staying at the Circa, blah, 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 blah. And they're gonna be like, this is great. And in my head, I'm like, you're such a phony. You said this 2 hours ago. You're trying to make it all seem like it's in the moment. None of it. It's all a lie. But I was watching their faces because I was interested to see if they were also like I am on a late show, because that would be so funny just to see dancers just like... doing cartwheels with dead eyes, you know? Just like, whatever. But they were really into it, I gotta tell them. They were all professional then. Biting the lip, doing all the things. They were really committed. They made me feel bad about how I treat a late show. Because their show is so much harder than mine. And I'm like, I should really give more efforts. I should really try hard. I like Las Vegas. I like, I'm growing into it. At first, I'm like, this is just degenerate gambling, and I can't afford any of the restaurants. I honestly think that's why I didn't like Vegas, because I couldn't afford to do anything. And I'd be like, well, all right, I'll save up for one buffet. And that's what I used to do. 10 years ago when I used to come to Vegas, I would save up for the Bellagio buffet. And that was my only meal that I would have the entire time. I'd eat like a king once. I think at the time it was like $70 to get in. I don't know what it costs now, probably like $200 now. But yeah, probably if I'm guessing. But back then it was like $70, and I put all my... They're like, what are you gambling on? I go, the buffet. That's what I'm... Blah, blah, blah. I loved it, man. Yeah, last night we lived it up. We went to Carver's Steak over at the Resort World thing. Yeah, I didn't know it cost that much. We found that out. It was funny because the waiter, he was like, what are you guys celebrating tonight? And I was like, no, we're just having dinner. And he was like, ooh. And then he... and he dropped the menus off, and I looked at the prices, I was like, whoa. And then he came back, I'm like, actually we're celebrating a birthday, an anniversary, and the next Christmas that's coming. This is... all of that on this. $15 for butter, huh? Did I read that correctly? You want a dollop of butter on your steak? $15. That's a... Whoa, is it a lot or just really good? But it is better. It is better. It is so much better. I love it. I had mashed potatoes that had the consistency of whipped butter, because I think they just put a bunch of butter in there, and they put black truffle, and they whipped it. It was like a liquid. It was a gelatinous liquid. And quite honestly, if there was no one around, I would have been like, and I just, forget all this. Can I have more of the mashed potatoes? And a straw. Can I get a straw and some privacy and some more mashed potatoes? That's too good. I'm not a high-class individual. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I've been enjoying it. Like Mike, I live out there in New York City. That's where I live. Out there with Emma, and we're doing our best to fit in there. I like it. There's a lot of interesting people out there, and I enjoy that. Like last time I was on the subway, I saw a woman with hairy legs, and and I'm not for or against it. Just for the record, I think you should be allowed to do whatever you want with your legs. It's just I'm immature. You know what it is? So I saw him, and when I see hairy legs on a woman, the only thing I can think of is the scene from the movie Mrs. Doubtfire. You know exactly what yeah. When Robin Williams is on the bus and his stockings had come down, and the bus driver sees him and is like, oh. And then he's like, and like, and he goes, don't cover that up. That's just natural, just how God made you. And he says it all wet like that, you know? And so I'm looking at the legs and I'm thinking of the scene and I'm just giggling to myself. And I was like, oh, that must look different from her vantage point. And I'm like, no, I'm just thinking of a bus driver hitting on you in a movie. Big fan. Big fan of that. Yeah, very much. I like the energy. All the energy's on this section, and you guys are good too. But the extra, it's terrifying, you know. It's It's a little scary. That's the home team. And then you're like... But I do like it, man. Very much enjoy your city. Been gambling, and it's been fun. It's been fun. You gotta live it up, because it's, I've been reading on the news, and it feels like it's close to over. Every day, a little bit closer. I don't know about you. I fly every week, and every flight is so bumpy. Everyone, they're like, there's not going to be any service, and everything's fine. And everything's, and then Boeings are just falling out of the... Oh, a piece fell off. And they're like, is that supposed... What happened to Boeing? They used to make airplanes that flew, and now they're like, what are we doing? Are we overthinking it? Are we over... Why'd you do that? Don't overthink it. Just make the thing, man. Just make the last one again. Why didn't you just do that? Boeing's kind of like when you go to your favorite local restaurant, they don't have your favorite sandwich anymore, and they made a new one, and you're like, why? The last one worked. The last one worked so good. We were excited to be on it, and this one, the toothpick holds it all together, and without the toothpick, people die. All right? Did I just compare an airplane to a sandwich? I think I did. It's in the moment writing there. I didn't know that's where we were gonna go. What's up, everybody? Yeah! All right. One more time for your hosts and Steven. Make it loud for both of them. Yeah, thank you. Thanks for clapping. Thank you so much for coming out. I love Chicago, and this is close enough. So I'll take it. I'll take it. We're really close to a place I love, and this isn't it, but I can see it. That's a short 45-minute Uber ride, and there's fun and excitement, so much to do, but we're here. But this is good, too. This is where the airport is, and a mall and a freeway. All right. This is great. Yeah. This is where it's going down, I assume. Does anyone live here in Rosemont? Clap it up. Nice. All right. That's good to know. All right. You don't wait.
I don't have to pay for a city sticker on my car.
You don't have to pay for a city sticker on your car,
Nope.
And that is the only reason to live here, I think. All right. We all learned something. Thank you so much. I learned so much today. I didn't know what a city sticker was. I do know now, but I know you can bypass that by not living near the city. And you can commute in. That's an important sticker. That's what that is. So good to be here. Yeah. I'm still processing that. That was just the pride you had in that answer. It was a real joke's on you, because all these rubes and suckers out here, they're paying for a city sticker. Not me. Rosemont, baby. All right? No stickers needed. You never know. You never know. Yeah, we went down to the city today. That's what we did. We had a deep dish for lunch, and I feel like I had one, so not great. Ever. I have never. A deep dish is one of those foods where every time I visit, I'm like, yeah! And then every time afterwards, I'm like, oh, yeah! I forgot about this feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. It feels like my parents argued in my intestines and then left the room, and we're just there to remember the argument. That's what it feels like, where we're just kind of, like, my intestines are just looking at each other like, I don't know. Here we are again, aren't we? That's what it feels. It's not a good one, but it was delicious at the time. And I don't think I have to eat anything again till tomorrow. So that's a good part. Yeah, we went down there, took an Uber down, went to the Bean, and it's not open, by the way. I don't know. That was not... Google didn't say that. I didn't know you could close a bean. But they did it. They had that thing covered up like the White House after January 6th. They had it they're like, man, who did something to this bean, you know? And so it's just still a bunch of loser tourists like me outside the fence trying to get a snapshot of the bean. I can almost see myself, I think. They closed the bean. Yeah. Then we then had deep dish and then went on the architecture boat tour. All of us, my brother's in town, my buddy Jason's in town, Steven and I were on the boat. And 90 minutes, about 30 minutes too long. I don't know if you've done it. You guys might not have done it because you live here. But if you have, it's 90 minutes and it should be 60. It should be. You think you're excited. You can see the excitement die. If you're on the top deck those first 15 minutes, oh my God, what? Who built that? Oh, Ulysses S. Who? Oh! And then slowly, oh. All right. What's that, a post office? All right, yeah. Yep. Still on the boat. She's still talking. And we were also not in a good seat. Like, we were in a good seat to see everything, but we were behind the speakers. So it was the last row of the top, so the speakers were just here, just in the view of every one of my photos was the speaker. But all the information was going that way, so we'd only catch it sometimes. Like if we bounced off like a building, it would come back. So I got trickling information. I heard that you guys redirected the flow of the river to screw over St. Louis. That's what I got over. St. Louis, the reason it sucks is because of you guys. And you guys twisted the river and you're like, you take it, you know? And St. Louis is like, oh no! And I got that. I got the Sears Tower is the biggest. And the needles don't count in the overall, which always felt like cheating anyway. Like anytime you see a big building and then a needle on top, like this counts, you know? It's like a short guy when you go, no, you're not 5'9", and they're like, what? Are you 100% certain? Because I'll spread my chest and buck up a little, you know? But yeah, it wasn't, you know? But it was beautiful. You have the most beautiful city I think I've been to. Like the most major, I mean that. I'm not doing that to butter your biscuits. It's nice. It's nice and it's nicer. Like there's not that much honking, you know, compared to, I live in New York now where that's just how, I think that's how cars start out there. They just start, bah! And that's, all right, everything's working. And out here, you hear it, and you're like, oh, something's about to happen. That feels like a death wish, you know. But I'm very much enjoying it. It's been good. It's been good. I'm wearing my glasses out here. I don't know if you noticed that. I'm wearing my glasses. I don't normally wear my glasses. I feel very self-conscious performing in my glasses. Because I don't have good frames. You know, like they always try to upsell you on the anti-glare and stuff. These are just what I wear after I get out of the bathroom at night and we're about to watch Netflix. I put these on for 10 minutes. So I didn't put good money into these. They're like, oh, for an extra $1,000, do you want anti-glare UV protect? And I'm like, no. Do you want to look at the sun whenever you want? Do you want that for an extra $45,000? And you're... No, I think I'm all right. And now standing on the stage in front of these bright lights, I should have taken the deal, all right? Because it's like the commercial where he's driving at night and all the headlights and you're like, I can't see, is that an alien in front of me? What are we doing? So I'm wearing my glasses, and I was scared to wear my glasses. And I told my wife, and I'm like, I don't want to wear my glasses. And she's like, why not? I'm like, well, what if I get in a fight? That's a legitimate thing, I said to my wife. I go, what if I get in a tussle in old Chi-Town? You know? There's going to have to be a moment where I take them off and fold them. And put them away and go, all right, you know? And she just looked at me dumbfounded. And she goes, that's a real thought? Yeah. I was like, yeah. She's like, when was the last time you got in a fight? I'm like, I don't even remember. She's like, why is that a fear? I don't know. I'm just trying to think of the worst case scenario. Because that's always my fear. Because Chicago, I don't know if you watch the news, but I don't know if you're paying attention, but according to the news, everyone's dead out here. All right? There's not a living soul in the city. Everyone's dead or about to die, and the clock is a ticking. That's how the news makes it sound. But then every time I come, I'm like, it's fine. Everyone's alive and healthy. No one's patching a wound. Everyone's doing all right. But it's scary. That's what you hear. That's what you hear, and then you come and you're like, oh, all right. Oh, this is all right. Like, I remember the first time I came to Chicago, it was more in the wintertime, and I got lost on the subway. And it was after a whole weekend of not getting lost on the subway, and that's what got me lost on the subway, is the last night I got arrogant, I got arrogant, I'm like, I get this city. I get it. I know where the red line goes. And I missed my stop on the old red line. I was staying at a hotel in the Loop down there, and somewhere in that carousel of fun, I was supposed to get off, and I forgot about it because I was going. I love Chicago, a little drunk, and it just kept going, and I'm having fun, and slowly I noticed. I'm like, oh, okay. When you slowly see things, like they're changing, but they're not abrupt. You just see them in your peripheral. All right. Sure, And then I started noticing the stops were like lesser-known presidents, and I'm like, Garfield? Okay, But it finally clicked where I was when I hit White Sox Stadium. That's when I pieced it together. Because I'm not even a huge sports fan, but I know enough that White Sox Stadium is in the south side of Chicago. And according to the news, that's in the thick of it. So when I saw White Sox Stadium, I immediately sobered up. And I switched from joy to fear very quick. So quick. Like an Oscar-winning actor. I just went from, oh. And I got off immediately at the next stop. And the next stop wasn't even an underground stop. It was an above ground in the middle of a freeway. So there's nowhere to run. There's just 8 lanes that way, 8 lanes that way. And I'm just in the middle platform with a light going, look who's here! Look who missed a stop. Get a look at this guy. And so I remember it was in the winter, and I'm standing there wearing mittens. And not gloves, mittens. So, And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, I should take my mittens off. Because I don't think anyone in the history of fighting has ever won a fight with mittens on. So I took them off, quickly clipped them to my sleeves, and prepared myself for action. But, but nothing happened. Everything was fine. Got back on the train and went back. But thank you. Yeah, that was my saga. Kind of a letdown at the end. You're like, he wasn't assaulted. Sorry, everything worked out. Sometimes things are better than advertised. But yeah, the reason I'm wearing the glasses is because last week I got a sty. I don't even know if you guys know what that is. Yeah. The heat. See, you already know. All right, I got a sty. I didn't know what it was. I woke up last Saturday morning and it felt like someone punched me in the eye. That's what it felt like. But no one punched me in the eye that I was aware of. And then I went home and I got home and it started to swell a little bit. And I'm like, what is this? And I'm a comedian, so I don't have health insurance. So I had to, when you don't have health insurance, CVS, the pharmacy, has a telehealth option where for $100 you get to FaceTime with like a cashier or something. I think that's who you talk. I think you're talking to a cashier on a lunch break, and they're like, "Yeah, I've seen a lot of people. Let me take a look." And so I'm just FaceTiming with this lady, and he's showing. That's where technology is right now. I'm just sticking my gross eye. I'm like, "You see it?" I was so happy this was the issue I was having, you know, and not somewhere else on my body. Otherwise, I might have had to whip out the ring light and a directional fan, you know. Then my wife comes in, just hears a voice off the phone going, "Wider! I can't." That was the line. I know. Every time. I'll learn. But yeah, the first guy, it was a guy that I talked to, the first guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I think that's a sty, but let me check my reference." And he would just turn and start typing, and like every sentence, he's like, "Does it hurt?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it feels like someone punched me in the face." He's like, "All right, did someone punch you in the face?" And I'm like, "Not that I'm aware of." He goes, "Not that he's aware of." And it got to the point where I'm like, "Are you just Googling? Like, are you doing what I was doing 15 minutes ago?" And he's like, no, this is a different program. And he's like, "I think it said the same thing your lady friend there said, which was you need to do heat compress," which I've never heard that. Usually with a swollen eye, you want to put ice on it. But that's if you get punched. Not with this. You want to do the opposite. You want to heat it up a tad. And so I put heat on it, and the next morning I woke up worse. Naturally, I got advice from a CVS cashier. So my eye was worse, and then I was like, "Nah, this was a professional. Let's give it another day. More heat." The next day I wake up bigger. And I was like, "Let's try again." So I spent another $100, talked to a different cashier, and before I even said hello, she's like, "Oh my God, you need antibiotics for that." That's how swollen my eye was, that I was just, and that's not good. And that's all she said. And I was trying to explain, and you're like, "I get it. You need antibiotics." And so for a week, I've just been putting antibiotics, and my eye was all puffy and gross. And my wife said I look like Quasimodo from The Hunchback of Notre Dame, or Notre Dame, whichever one, the French one. You know, not a linebacker from Indiana, like the French. And it's funny because like I had a swollen eye, and I already naturally kind of slouch, so I was already like the Hunchback. But now when I'm out in public, I don't want to make eye contact with people because I don't want to gross them out with this, so I'm hunching extra. And I turned into Quasimodo. I'd be like, "1 cold brew, please," and then I throw on a cloak and run up a stairwell, and it's like a full-on. It was ridiculous, but yeah. But it's better now. It's better. It's still there, but it's better. You know, thank you. Yeah, I didn't pay for any of the extras. I don't have anti-glare. Also, my lenses are thick, so they were like, I remember the optometrist was like, "For an extra $2,000, I can make them thinner so that your eyes don't look comedic." And I was like, no, this is what I wear at night. No one in public will ever see me in these. And then here I am. My wife said in these glasses I look like Nigel Thornberry from the show The Thorn Vets for 4 People. It's a cartoon. But I'm all right. I don't know. It's been good to be here. I flew in yesterday, came in. That was fun. I sat next to you ever sit next to a guy that just puts the jacket over his face and just lays there? Have you seen that? You know, they just put the hood over their own face and then just sleep like that. Have you ever seen that? It's happened to me multiple times, and usually it's with people that are sitting with the person they know. But now it's next to me. I don't know, but now I'm responsible for this guy. You know what I mean? When they come by for drinks, they're looking at me and then they look at him, and I'm like, I don't know. He's on a timeout. I think he's gonna pass on the juice. I don't know. So I just focus on me. That's what I do. That's what I try to be selfish. I just, as you should. That is our society right now. I like that, though. I fully agree with you. That's why my wife and I don't have kids, because every time we think about it, we're like, well, what would it change our lives now? And then we're like, yeah. And then so we're like, let's not. You know? My wife and I are genuinely selfish. Like, we're like, yeah, but what about us? You know? Like, that's what we think about. And that's why kids just keep getting further away. Because we have, her brother has 2 kids, and we saw. And we're like, that sucks. You know? Like, don't get me wrong, there were sweet moments within the suck. But if you did a pros cons list, it wouldn't even be close. It wouldn't even be close. For every time you had this moment, there was like so many things broken and crying. Like I started wrestling with these 2 boys, which was so fun. I felt like I was being like accepted into the group. We were just sitting there, and they're like 5 and 3 or something. I don't know. They're young, and they just grabbed me. They didn't say hello. They just grabbed my arm. And they took me to a room, and when the smallest one shut the door, and they both grabbed pillows, and they just started wailing on me. And then I was like, oh, they're like accepting me into their wolf pack. You know, like, I wanted to go, you know, like, do I get to be the alpha here? I think I get to be the alpha here. And then so I started playing along, you know, I'm hitting him with a pillow, and the oldest one kept doing this move where he just cover his head, and just bull rush me. And he doesn't know that I can pivot, so he was coming at me, and I fished him like that, and full blast into a closet door. He knocked the closet door off the hinges, and I was like, oh man. And then he gets up, and he's like, ah! And I'm like, shut up! I don't know, like, because I don't have kids. Was I at fault there? I'm like, I don't want your dad to get mad. Shut up! I'll give you candy. Just shut up. Don't. Everything's fine. Shut up. I don't know. It's like to have that all the time is hard. So we don't know. My wife and I are going back on what to do. We're like, should we freeze eggs? That's an option. You can freeze it. Yeah, it's an option. I thought it was easier. Like, then she told me how intense it is. She has to, like, inject herself with hormones, and then it's surgery to take out the eggs. That's not what I don't know what I thought it was. I thought they just, like, put, like, a hose up there and just, you know, like, have you ever had boba tea where you suck out the... That's what I thought. You know, you go in there 30 minutes, and... put that in a cooler, and you figure it out later. I had no idea. She broke down what she has to go through. And I'm like, that's not fair. And she's like, you're telling me. And I'm like, oh. And it's so crazy. And it's just because we're selfish, which I definitely am. I definitely am at that level, but we're trying our best. I don't know. I'm just trying to focus on me. That's what we're doing. We are living... Sound guy's always on a smoke break with the... That was great. Ah, he's already on. Ah! You will hear your song. Ah! Dude, I love it. Thank you all for coming out. One more time for Jody and Bob, everybody. Make it loud. Oh. So happy to be here. I love coming to Tacoma. I've been coming here for years, and I like what you've done with the place, all right? You keep it the same, and I appreciate that. A lot of people are like, we're going to refab some stuff. You guys are like, nah, let's just watch it corrode. It's beautiful, but you guys aren't doing anything to it, and I love that about the place. I love it. I love it. I love the rain this weekend. It was just pouring, just rain with hills. That's what you want to do, right? Yeah, make that umbrella worthless. Your shoes are getting wet. I think that's why you guys are tough, because you guys have had to deal with wet socks. Like, you guys get your socks wet, and then you continue with your day. If I step in a puddle, that day is canceled. That day is... I'm not walking around with a wet sock. I'm going to get hot foot. Man, I'm going to be a lot to deal with. I don't know. I love the Pacific Northwest. It's beautiful and sad at the same time. It is. It's beautiful but moody, you know what I mean? It's just beautiful and sad, just like a guy playing saxophone at a bus stop or something. Just beautiful and sad, or like a Las Vegas showgirl on a smoke break, you know? like it's beautiful and shiny, but also, oh, there's a story there. I love it. It all just, every scene just looks like the end of a movie. All of it. Just, it's so emotional, like you can almost just picture just silence and then just piano keystroke. Just dong, dong, dong. I don't know, man. It's beautiful. I like what you guys have done with Tacoma. I enjoy it. I've had a good time out here. I went to the mall yesterday. I checked out your Tacoma Mall, and that was a good laugh for that mall. I'll tell you what, the Tacoma Mall's doing better than a lot of the other malls around the country. At least all the spots are taken. I go to a lot of malls around the country. There's a lot of places to start a business. At most malls in America, there's a lot of places. And the Tacoma one's pretty full. I mean, one of them's like a tattoo parlor, which is like the last, they're like, I guess, we'll take anything. It's so weird. It's a tattoo parlor right next to a Panera. And it's like over here, they're like, and over there they're making a salad. And I'm like, I could use like 2 walls to separate that. Like there's skin being penetrated over there, and then over here they're making a sandwich. I don't care for that. But yeah, I went to the mall because I went to go buy a gift for my wife, and I'm glad malls still exist because I need people. I need help with people. Every time I've bought anything online, it's been a complete disaster. All right? Every time. It's never the right thing. It's the worst thing that it could have ever been. It's the wrong size. Have you ever bought groceries online? Has that ever worked out? Has everything come the way you wanted it? Can we all get together? Can we get a universal measure on bananas? For the love of God, can we get a universal measure? I told my wife, let me take care of the groceries. I'll order them. And I was like, they sent me 1 banana. All right? I didn't know that's what they meant. That's how you buy. If someone's like, get bananas, be like, yeah, there you are. You grab them. Just grab. They ripped a banana off and sent it to my house. How disrespectful is that? Is that what you think I did? You thought I woke up hungover and ordered a banana? And then a normal amount of everything else? No one over there thought, maybe text this guy. I think there's some kind of miscommunication. There's no way he just wants 1 banana. Like, dude, I bet you Bezos is laughing somewhere. Because I was using Amazon Fresh. I bet he's still connected. He's probably on a yacht in the Mediterranean. He just gets a ding, just with his weird-looking wife, and he just... We got another one, just 1 banana. Let's tap into his Ring doorbell so we can see his reaction. This is awful. My wife yelled at me. Why would you order 1 banana? I was like, you really think that's the plan? You thought that's what I pulled my phone out for? And then the next time I went on Amazon Fresh, I'm like, all right, give me 5 bananas. It showed up, I was furious. All right, dude. I chased the guy down and I go, hey, this is a house. Why would you give me am I opening a Jamba Juice? Like, what do you think I'm doing? They dropped off 50 bananas. Dude, they dropped 50 bananas. We still have bananas. We got 50 bananas. We got 150 fruit flies. It's a disaster at my house. I can't order anything online. It's all wrong. It's all wrong. And so that's why I'm glad malls exist, because I need help. I need help. There's people there. Then they'll go, maybe not that. Because I wanted to buy my wife a nice gift, so I went to Nordstrom, I went to the jewelry section, and I just stood there. Until someone came up, because someone will come. If you're a man and you just stand in the jewelry section, after about 5 minutes, they're like, man, I guess he's not going to rob us. So he would have pulled out the hammer by now and just started smashing. And they come by, and it's a very nice lady. And she's like, can I help you? And I was like, yeah, I'm trying to buy, my wife's birthday's on Thursday, and I'm trying to buy her like a nice piece of jewelry. She likes gold. She's like subtle. She's classy. She likes like subtle pieces, so not too gaudy. You know, is that help? And she's like, yeah, that's great. Just so you know, you're looking at phone cases right now. So why don't we get you positioned over yonder? And you can take a look at that. And I'm like, thank you so much. That is what I needed right there. I don't know. I've very much had a good time. I like it. This is like soup weather. I like that. This is the kind of weather you can enjoy a nice bowl of soup. And you don't feel bad about yourself. You're like, no, I need this to survive. It's cold and wet out there. This is where you have to create your heat from within. You're like, I need soup, I need a grilled cheese, I need an IPA. And you just like, and it just works. And you put on a flannel, and you're like, is that guy fat or a power lifter? What is that? Flannel's the best. Flannel's like, that guy hunts with his bare hands. It's such a good look. Thank you. I like how you guys are getting these jokes on your own time. There's like some laughs in unison, and then a couple people just I feel like I'm conducting a middle school band. There's just one guy with the cymbals who's like a half a Mississippi off. I'm like, yeah, and he's like, now. Oh, man. But I very much enjoy it. Flew in on Thursday. That was fun. I had a nice flight. I got to sit next to a baby, which was fun. I don't have an issue sitting next to babies. I think babies are just being babies. I have noise-canceling headphones, and we put those to the test. And the baby won, I will tell you. Bose technology has nothing on a baby. That baby smoked that technology. I didn't have a problem with the baby. I was judging the mom, though, because she had which is weird for me to judge the parent. I don't have any kids, but I still feel like I get to judge. I don't think you have to have the same merits to just judge somebody. That's part of being human. Hey, what the hell are you doing with that? It's like, you ever even dealt with this? No, but I'm watching you do it, and it feels wrong. Like, her baby would not stop moving. This baby did not want to be on this flight. None of us want to be on this flight. It was early. It was 5 in the morning, and this baby's like, I don't want to be on this flight. And she's like, it's going to be all right. And then the flight attendant comes by, can I get a boiling hot coffee? And it's like, that's what you want to add to that mess? That's what you want to put on that little tray while the baby's like, and then I'm just sitting here just waiting for the moment. I moved my phone over. I'm like, let's not ruin the phone. And I'm trying to decide what part of my thigh I want to get a first-degree burn. And I'm like, why are you confident in this? Like, is that, I didn't know, I couldn't tell if this mom had a death wish. Like, yeah, burn us. That might shut her up. Piping hot coffee, flailing baby. And the way this mom got the baby to calm down is she took a bunch of snacks out, like Cheerios, and she put them all over the tray. You know, the little tray that comes down? Just put bare Cheerios on the tray. I see your face right now. That's the face I was making. And then I watched the baby eating right off the tray, and I'm like, that baby's going to be dead by midnight. That baby's not making it to tomorrow. That baby... It's going to be like Cinderella for that baby. Once midnight comes, it's going to turn into a dead pumpkin. Like, that is... Either that or this baby's going to live forever. Like, those are the... Either it's going to die or it is now an X-Man. And I was watching that. I'm like, is this the new RFK vaccination plan? Like, what is... Just soak the Cheerios. You don't need vaccines. We all have airplanes. Just start eating off of them. Lick a handle. That's your flu shot. Oh, what a disaster, man.